Hey everybody, welcome. This is ARH Studios Collectibles New York Comic Con again. We're going to introduce our comic book artists today. And you know, they're working on the Queen of Vampires, Arian. This is basically a comic line that we're working on, and this is our first edition at the show. We had an announcement. We're giving away free comic books at this show. And I'm going to introduce the artists right now, ask them a few questions. They're working on Arian, Queen of Vampires, and Astria right now. So basically the first one that came out, let me give you this is Queen of Vampires, and can you see that? I'm not sure. Manos here has worked on the first edition. Basically, he's the graphic artist for this. So I'm going to ask him a few questions, give you a little background. How we met and what we're doing and our future projects. Okay, Manos, hi. How are you doing? So, you came to where are you? I mean, you're not located in the U.S., right?
No, I'm not.
All right. Give us a little bit of background how you met ARH and ARH Studios, and we're really happy to have you. By the way, we just want to give an introduction to people that you don't know you. You've been working on the Queen of Vampires. So how did that go, and how was the project? How did you meet Abraham and ARH?
Well, actually, my good friend Yanis introduced me to ARH, so I'm very grateful to him. Queen of Vampires is as the name implies, a story about vampires, and it's Queen. Sorry, I missed the question.
No problem. The Queen of Vampires. How long did it take you, to do a one graphic novel, or actually one comic? That this is one of 7. So, how long does it take you to do one comic book? Yeah, one issue. Yeah.
Each issue should be monthly, so I have to finish each one around 20 days.
Wow, that's a lot of work then.
Yeah, it's hard work, yes.
So the storyline's written for you, and you just basically follow the storyline and do the comic pages, basically page per page, right, per month?
Yeah, exactly. It is written by Abraham Kawa, who is a very talented scriptwriter, and I follow his script by the book.
Very good. And the project's gonna take a while because obviously it's one of 7, so we're gonna have a lot more coming out. So you're gonna be pretty busy for us.
7 months. Yes.
What about how you draw this? Do you do this by hand, freehand, or digitally, or?
Actually, although I have original artwork, for my comics I use digital mediums, such as a Cintiq graphite pen. Yes, I work digitally anyway.
Very good. So can you tell us? I mean, the Queen is great, and I started reading it. It's very fascinating to see your work here also, but I wanted to know what kind of projects you'll be doing for us later on. Do you have anything in plans? I mean, maybe you can give our audience a little bit about future projects that you're working with, ARH?
There's another project which is in the works. It's called Astria. It's totally different than the Queen of Vampires. It's about a woman who loses her husband, and she becomes a vigilante. So it's modern. It's quite different than this one.
Yeah, I think I saw the banner here at the show. I did. We're gonna introduce that probably within 2016, I believe, right? It's next year, right?
Next year, what?
Is the introduction to the comic Astria next year?
Yeah, Astria will be coming probably next year, but it's one issue is already done by me, so it only needs some lettering and some other editing stuff,
Very good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I really enjoy your work. So hopefully you guys will also check out the comic book that's going to be released. Diamond Comics is going to probably be our biggest distributor. You can also directly buy it. We have a new comic site now. It's ARH Comix with an X. Spencer's going to pan out here and show you the comic banners we have up here.
Can I say hi?
And then yeah, this other one, Arian, is also coming out next year. This is by Janos, and he's sitting here. He's a great guy. He's fun to talk to. So I'm gonna introduce him to you. This is so Janos. Really nice to have you at the show. We enjoyed having you here, watching you work and create stuff. So we're all excited about the new comic book. Arian is based the Headhuntress. So I know it's almost done, right? And how did you meet Arham and ARH Studios?
Well, it was pretty weird of how we met with Arham. Actually, I was here in New York Comic Con in 2014, and I passed by. I saw, the booth of ARH. I was really impressed by the statues and stuff, and I saw a Hercules statue. Then when I got back home in Greece, I saw that ARH was planning, to make some comics. So I found the email of ARH Studios, and I emailed Arham offering me to do the Hercules comic. Actually, that was the first contact we ever had. And then we talked a little bit. Arham told me that he was planning on doing some comics, but first of all, he would focus on Arian. Arian will be something like the flagship of ARH Comics because she's something like a mascot to the company. So I agreed. I said yes, and here we are. I just finished the first 2 issues for the meantime, and we're moving on.
Very good, and I think we're going to see that comic next year be released. We're all excited to see that second storyline. And do you know who's writing that storyline for the comic, Arian? Do you know who the writer? Can you a little bit of background about just who's writing it? And
actually, it's Arham.
It's Arham. Yeah, so Arham's doing it himself. Yeah, the guy's like a multi-talented dude here. Actually, he's right here. Let me. Nope, he doesn't want to say hi. He's pretty busy. So, anyway, the show has been great. It's a good introduction for everybody. We really have enjoyed having you here. Can you tell me what other are you working on anything else? Any other future projects?
Considering ARH,
Yeah.
well, we're planning on doing something like a war story. Something like Spartacus meets Conan, and with lots of, how can I say, gladiator in it, based on the fantasy world. So I think it's going to be pretty exciting too. It's going to be a little longer than Arian, but as far as I know, I cannot reveal much, but it's going to have a pretty strong plot and good characters and lots of action.
Very good. Thank you. Thanks for your insight and giving us a background of your work. And so we look forward to your comic next year with ARH Studios Collectibles. And then we had during the show we had the statue, the mermaids, the twin mermaids, and a lot of positive feedback about that. And we've been thinking about, there's another world of out there to explore, mythology, and we're going to introduce the mermaid. I think it's going to be called the Mermaid Queens, and basically our statues kind of go with the comic book. So Danny here, she's going to be hired to work on the new. The concept is pretty new, so we're just getting introduction and introducing. But her work, we just saw that at the Comic-Con, and we were really impressed. So we're gonna have her work on that next year, and I think a lot of you are gonna be surprised about the artwork and how the story goes. And so I'm not gonna say much, but I'm gonna give you a little introduction. So Danny, I know you're with the group, and you guys are from. Where are you guys actually located from?
In Athens, Greece.
You're from Greece. See, they come.
Everyone here.
Yeah, so we have everybody's here. They all love mythology and Greek history and all that stuff. So everybody works here on the same kind of things that we love to get and we love to have. So what? I know you just starting the project, but what do you think you're going to be like as far as the style of art that you're going to be doing? Is it going to be like a lot different than the other two?
Well, I usually like to use ink and black, so it's gonna be black.
Yeah, so it's gonna
Dark.
it's dark. Is it okay? So it's interesting because you'll see that, and each individual, of course, has a different style of art. So it'll be interesting to see that. So anyway, I'm just giving you an introduction of these 4 different comic and 4 different novels at the end of it. So check out the site. We'll update it. We'll probably post this video along with many details about where you can purchase things, and also maybe a little bit about the introduction. Eventually we'll have a forum that is dedicated for the comic line, the comics. So maybe these guys can get on once in a while and say hello to the fans, and give you a little bit of insights of how they do the work and how long it takes and what it takes to do it. So guys, it's been great having you at the show. I personally enjoy having you. There's a great people to know, and we're really excited about what's coming out in the future from ARH Studios Collectibles and ARH Comics. So again, arhcomics.com. We'll be updating the site soon enough, and you can get all the information you need from there. Look for these at your local Comic Cons. Ask for them. Even if they don't have it, they can order it, because of the fact that there's a lot of distribution going on from Diamond Comics. So in New York, we have a very good reception and really have done great with the comics. Everybody's been really happy, and we really enjoy having you guys. I hope to see you guys next year here, and we want to say thank you. Had a great show. We'll see you next year. All right.